imagine this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. That looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. This is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, we never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing, Peter. But it's impossible to keep rivalries in check, completely in check. So while I'm not expecting everything to go flying at 100 miles an hour, this could get spicy.
As you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. And it's Zubimendi. Rice. Great defending, strong and determined. Palhinha. Romero, gently done. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Palhinha. Udogu. Bissouma. Kolomuani. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Saka. Nkapuyu. Nkapie forwards and with intent. Rice. Zubimendi. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now it's Kolomuani. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Martinelli. Calafiori. Rice. Saka. Zubimendi. Kolomuani. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Danso chooses to go cross-field. Brennan Johnson. Kudus. Shot a goal! It's their first effort on goal.
Kudus clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him.
Played towards the other side. That is pretty much the end of that. Here's Saka. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Saka. Rice. Saka. Saka! Oh, bang on target. Palhinha. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Van der Beek. Palhinha. Bissouma over towards the opposite flank. Van der Beek. And here's Kolomuani. Good take, and is he in? Calafiori. Martinelli. And it's played forward. Saka. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Timber. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Udogu. Palhinha. Danso. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. And here's Colomwani. He's in a good position here. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. Moved on forwards. And he's managed to get free. Saka. Saka shifted upfield. And the finish! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Palinha. That's really well manoeuvred. Bissouma. Kudus. Johnson. And it's Porro. Rice does really well to win the ball there. Calafiori. Calafiori, and he goes cross-field. Timber. Subimendi. It's run loose here. Bissouma wins the duel this time. Johnson. Romero. Bissouma. Van der Ven. Romero, aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Bissouma. Udogi. Can he finish? Subimendi. Saka. And it's played forward. Kudus. Bissouma. Danso. Kudus. Brennan Johnson. And here's Colomwani. Played out to the right. Bissouma. That's very neat. Palinha. Saka. Timber. Saliba. Looks to the other side. Rice. Subimendi. Pedro Porro. Palinha. Udogi. And it's Kudus. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saka. Martinelli. Rice forwards and with intent. Timber. Saka. He's on it, can he get away? movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
That's really well manoeuvred. Bissouma. João Palhinha. Kudus. And it's Udogi. Kudus. Johnson. Bissouma. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. João Palhinha.
Sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Over to the left. Then into the... It's a mighty effort! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking them up? I think the boss will be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Plenty waiting in the middle. Pedro Porro climbs up big!
I tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake today.
João Palhinha. Udogi. Van de Ven. Bissouma. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Martinelli. Calafiori. Timber. Timber has been caught there, it's a foul. Kudus is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Udogi. Danso. Romero. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. João Palhinha. Martinelli. Johnson does really well to win the ball there. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Nice control. Johnson. Saliba. Timber.
Arsenal, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide up.
And it's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. through, so back it comes. Colomboani. Great defending, strong and determined. Saka. Rice. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Calafiori. Johnson. Bissouma. Udogi. Kudus. Now it's Colomboani. Oh, shooting chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Goal kick. Timber chooses to go cross-field. Kudus. Johnson. Colomboani. And here's Colomboani. And the shot! Well, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Was clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Subimendi. Calafiori. That'll be a throw. Calafiori. And it's Rice. Saka. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Calafiori. Subimendi. Shoots! That's a throw. Martinelli. Rice. played the ball, that's a foul. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Saka. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Dobby. Bissouma. Calafiori makes the interception. Timber. Subimendi. Rice, gently done. That's Toro. Zubimendi shifted upfield. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. João Palhinha. Udogi. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. And that's aimed into the middle. That's an excellent interception. And here's Colomwani. Gets it away. It will be a throw-in. Kudus. Saliba with a fine tackle. Martinelli. Bissouma. Now it's Colomwani. And it's Udogi. Subimendi. Saka. Timber. Colomwani. Udogi. Danso. Udogi. Quarter of an hour played. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. It's a physical challenge. Martinelli. Saka. Timber. Subimendi. Timber. Rice. Saka. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. Vicario, one ball by the goalkeeper. Nice looking ball. It's Johnson. Johnson. Time to deliver. Calafiori defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Udogi. Romero, João Palhinha. Romero over towards the opposite flank. Referee's given a throw. Saka. Martinelli. Rice. Moved on forwards. Out to the left it goes. And it's Rice. And here's Martinelli. Oh, it's come loose. And they've got rid. Hostel have reclaimed it. Capie forwards and with intent. Saka made out to the left flank. Martinelli. And the shot! Oh, they really should have been made to pay.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
And it's played forward. Lobbed in behind. Now it's Colomwani. He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Subimendi. Timber. Kudus does really well to win the ball there. Pedro. Brennan Johnson. Muscular approach does pay off here. Proves too strong. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Martinelli succumbs to the pressure. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Showing good feet. Here's Colomwani. Martinelli. Rice. Subimendi. Saka. Palhinha with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. So, Kudus. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Bissouma. Romero. Johnson. Brennan Johnson. And here's Colomwani. Deflected behind for a corner kick. That's really well manoeuvred. Good progress, but he'll have to go it alone. Oh, Danny's asking. There's the shot! Keep it in play here. Capier. Rice. Timber. Rice. Now here's a good battle. Bicep. Big chance! Is there, and he can get that clear. Now then, the ball's come loose. It's Rice. Rice spread out to the left. Arsenal given another corner. Rice moves short. And it goes cross-field. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Kudus! Kudus! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Kudus actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
With the short one. Raya sends that a long way. Brent defending, strong and determined. And he's heaved it away. Ukapuyu. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Promising. Timber. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Rice wins the duel this time. Subimendi, Martinelli, Subimendi, and here's Saka. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bissouma, Van der Ven aim forwards. Gabriel. Saka gently done. Kudus. Danso. Udogie drives forward on the overlap. Udogie not want to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Saka, great defending, strong and determined. Danso. Udogie. Van de Beek. Timber. Saka. Oh, good spread. Udogie tries to clear. It's Timber. Gets rid without sophistication. Calafiori, still 1 goal so far. Pedro Porro. Romero. Bissouma. João Palhinha. Udogie needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Romero. Colomboani. Johnson is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Saka. Ooh, delicate chip through. Cleared away. João Palhinha. Played towards the other side. And it's Kudus. Colomboani is onto this. Out towards the flank. Kudus. João Palhinha. Johnson. Bissouma. João Palhinha. Saka does well to get it back. Zubimendi. That's good play. And here's Martinelli. Rice. Aimed in towards the centre. Martinelli. It's a good foot in there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Johnson. Romero chooses to go cross-field. Palhinha. Bissouma. Johnson. Colomboani. Picks it up out wide. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. It had to be.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Gabriel. Rice, over towards the opposite flank. Rice has got himself a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Can get it clear. Excellent. Kudus concedes a free kick for that. Pedro Porro. Calafiori did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Calafiori. That is lovely. That's Ross. Well, that's well seen too. Romero. Padilla. Kudus. Hits one through. That's going to go a long way. Udogi. Danso. Udogi. Danso. Van der Ven. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro making good progress on the right-hand side. Kesuma. Just half an hour in now. Danso. Padilla. Danso. Padilla. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. There are a few waiting for it. Up he goes! Timber shifted upfield.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Brennan Johnson. Here's Colomwani. Kudus. Can he finish? They've played it short. Kudus. Now who's going to be first to this? Van der Ven. Udogi. Johnson. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Saka. Timber. Martinelli. Rice. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saliba. Saka. Saka head out towards the right wing. Shot, surely! Just off target.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
That's so. Palhinha forwards and with intent. The doggy is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pedro Porro. Danso moved on forwards. Doggy. Danso. Van de Ven. Capuyi. And the shot! And he's there to get it away. Well read, nice interception. Martinelli. Pedro Porro. Danso. João Palhinha. Romero looks to the other side. Danso. Bissouma. And it's Udogi. Oh, that's a nice ball. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Real chance! Rice. Fiori. Martinelli, he's well positioned. Saka! Split-second reaction.
Saka clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Johnson. Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's Porro. Oh, what a climb! And again. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but it made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, that's neat. Martinelli. Arsenal have a free kick. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. He knows what's coming. A second yellow, and he's off. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Oh, that's disappointing. It's Timber. And that's a dangerous ball. Pedro Porro. It's Johnson. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. Romero. João Palhinha. And it's played forward. And here's Colomwani. Zubimendi. That's really well manoeuvred. Martinelli. Can he deliver? Cross goes in there. Kudus, aim forwards. Udogu. That's a good run down the left. Udogi. Timber. Some good work on the right flank here. Martinelli. Rice. Danso is there, and he can get that clear. Colomwani. And it's Kudus. Johnson. He is just caressing the ball. João Palhinha. That is a brilliant interception.
Johnson really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Zubimendi. Palhinha did just about enough to come out on top there. Now the party overly willing to compromise. João Palhinha. Romero, Van de Ven, João Palhinha, Danso, Udogi, foot in, and that is out of play. João Palhinha. Doggy. They get a throw in. He whips it across. Capie can get it clear. Martinelli. Saka. It's Timber. Timber. Saka. Udogi does really well to win the ball there. Romero. Johnson. Romero, and he goes cross-field. Palinia. That's really well manoeuvred. Zubimendi. Saka. Oh, such a clever touch. Shapes to shoot! Palinia. Palinia shifted upfield. Timber. Zubimendi. And here's Martinelli. Out to the right. Saka. Danger averted for now. And reclaimed it in a trice. Nkapuyu. Palinia. Udogi. And it's Kudus. Kolonwani. Played out to the right. And here's Kudus. Palinia. Tries to think it through. That's a simple one for the keeper. Martinelli. Calafiori. And here's Martinelli. Whistle's gone, that's foul. So playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Johnson might come loose, and it's Toro. What a throw in. Lovely feet. Pedro Porro hangs one in. Gabriel, early ball out from the back. Calafiori. Martinelli. Calafiori. This is gone, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Capier. He's in a great position. He decides to cross it. Palinia. Danso, head over towards the opposite flank. Romero. Johnson. Danso. Kudus. Romero. Brennan Johnson. Johnson. Kolumwani. Oh, good spread. It's Johnson. Rice, gently down. Now it's Martinelli. Calafiori. Oh, he's found support out wide. Martinelli swings it across. And it's Rice. Diving header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Double.
Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Van der Ven. Moved on forwards. Nkapuyi. Martinelli. Van der Ven wins the duel this time. Udogi. Played towards the other side. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro hurtling down that right flank. Calafiori. Zubimendi. Martinelli. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Palhinha did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Romero looks to the other side. Saka. Rice played out towards the right wing. Rice showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Johnson. João Palhinha. And it's played forward. Danso. Kudus. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Johnson providing an outlet on that flank. So who's he picking out? Pedro Porro. And here's Kolumwani. Pedro Porro puts the ball in. Bit of a misjudgment. João Palhinha. Van der Ven. João Palhinha. Danso. And he goes cross-field. Romero. Danso. Kudus. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. And here's Kolumwani. Out to the right. And it's Johnson. And it's Porro. Johnson. That was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Johnson. Nice physical challenge. Oh, what a pass! Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Kudus. Van der Ven forwards and with intent. Pedro Porro. Romero. João Palhinha. Van der Ven shifted upfield. Doggy. Kudus. And here's Colomwani. That's a deception. His positioning was spot on. Martinelli. Martinelli played out to the left flank. Oh, that's nice. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pedro Porro. Romero chooses to go cross-field. Van der Ven. Johnson. And it's Porro. And he welcomes it in. Timber tries to clear. Saka. Timber. Saka aim forwards. Romero gently done. Zubimendi. Calafiori. Johnson. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Colomwani. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Saka. Timber. Timber's cross. And the keeper has it. Danso. Kudus looking to add to his goal. And it's Udogi. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Nkapuyi. Rice. Muscular approach does pay off here. Saka. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Romero moved on forwards. And it's played forward.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Kudus. That's really well manoeuvred. Saka. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Udogi. Kudus. Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. It's played forward. Pedro Porro cuts it out. Romero. Johnson. Romero. Johnson. Danso. Looks to the other side. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Palhinha. Romero, aim forwards. Calafiori. Calafiori, played over towards the opposite flank. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Van der Vaart. Romero, and it goes cross-field. Danso. Udogi. Van der Vaart. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Proves too strong. Udogi. Palhinha. Kudus. It's Porro. It's Johnson. Great chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hand. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Calafiori. Timber. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Kudus. Udogi. Great defending, strong and determined. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Udogi. Palhinha. Udogi. Physical challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Udogi. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Kudus. Van der Ven forwards and with intent. Kudus. Van der Ven. Van der Ven shifted upfield. And it's Udogi. Now it's Colomwani. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Saka. Now, what about a counter-attack? It's run loose here. Johnson. Kudus. Udogi. Kudus. Udogi. And that's been won straight back. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Joao Palhinha. Udogu. Saka does really well to win the ball there. Martinelli. Kudus wins the duel this time. Johnson. Kudus. Romero. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Danso. Kudus. Danso. Udogu. Good play on the left-hand side here. Now here's the delivery. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Saka. Timber gently done. Rice done delicately. Looking for a corner. That has been knocked clear. Joao Palhinha. Played towards the other side. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Danso. Kudus. Joao Palhinha. And it's Porro. Well, played right into his path. Johnson, he's onside! Moved on forwards. Martinelli. Rice. Chooses to go back. Keeper's dealt with that. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Keeper's got good distance on that. Takes a shot! Udogu. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Van de Ven. Van de Ven shifted upfield. Colomboani. And it's Kudus. Udogu. Very nicely done. Johnson. And here's Colomboani. Chance for a shot! And the comeback is complete.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
This is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Saka. And here's Martinelli.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Martinelli. Chance! Kudus. Johnson. It's Toro. It's Johnson. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Kudus. Kudus! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Martinelli. Martinelli was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Zubimendi. Saka. And a chance! We can get that clear. Saliba gently done. It's Colomwani. Danso. Udogi. Romero. Van de Ven. Aim forwards. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Saka. And here's Martinelli. Martinelli! Same again, same outcome.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Calafiori gets over and intercepts. Martinelli. Colomwani. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Van de Ven. And it's played forward. Udogi. Danso. Kudus. Johnson. And it's Toro. Oh, nice touch. Rice, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
Saka. Timber. Saka. Goes for a shot! More pressure on the opposition goal. Pedro Porro. Romero. João Palhinha. Udogi. Udogi goes on a charge down the left. Kudus. Oh, sweet feet. Brennan Johnson. And out it comes again. Rice forwards and with intent. Well, they could break here. Capuyi. Calafiori. Saka. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Romero gets good distance on it. Rice. Zubimendi. Martinelli. Calafiori. Calafiori has all run down the left wing. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Pedro Porro. Johnson. And it's Porro. Looking for a decent ball in. Martinelli did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Out to the left it goes. Rice. Muscular approach does pay off here. Udogi. Danso. Van der Vaart. Romero. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Rice. Saka. Over to the left. And it's Rice. That's tidy. A chance to play it in. Van der Ven gets it away. Timber. Succumbs to the pressure. Martinelli. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Romero. Johnson. And it's Porro. Zubimendi producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Timber. Oh, that is Saka! Cleared without complication. Decent enough try. Climbs up big! No, he's got that completely wrong. Kudus. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Martinelli. Spread out to the left. A well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Johnson. Van der Ven.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Palinha. Udogi. Kudus. Lovely bit of skill. Udogi gets into some space. And that has been cleared. Van der Ven have it back and can go again. Zubimendi. Martinelli. Saka, oh, good spread. Udogi with the clearance. It's Timber. Palinha did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Saka, and here's Martinelli. Tries a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Martinelli. Oh, what? Saka! Timber looking for a runner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Nice interception, well timed. And that was very necessary. Saka. Saka!
Saka just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Van de Ven. João Palhinha. Udogi. Danso. Udogi. João Palhinha. Kudus. And it's Toro. Oh, sweet feet. And that has been clubbed away. It's a throw-in. Romero. Van de Ven. João Palhinha. Kudus. Colombo. Decent chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Saliba getting this one clear. It's Johnson. Goes for goal!
Oh, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Nkapie, and he goes cross-field. Saka. Timber. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedro Porro. Romero. And that is as far as they're going to go. Calafiori. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Really well manoeuvred. That's Rice. That is lovely. Calafiori. Oh, it's played into the area. Kudus. It's lofted through here. Deep through. Fury. Rice. Saka. Timber. Romero. Aim forwards. Romero shifted upfield. Zubimendi. Martinelli. Martinelli played out to the left flank. It's a delicate pass.
They may end up with some regret with this time.
Kudus. Out to the left. It's run loose here. Saka. It's Rice. Odegaard. Over to the left. Who's he going to play in? Odegaard. Kolumwani looking to penetrate opposition lines. There's Okoro. Now then, the ball's come loose. Rice. Odegaard forwards and with intent. Well timed, excellent interception. Palhinha. Danso. Kudus. Danso. Kudus. Bissouma. Danso. And he goes cross-field. Bissouma shifted upfield. Martinelli. Saka. Timber. Gabriel moved on forwards. Saka played out to the left flank. Martinelli stood his ground strongly. It's Rice. Footed. Got a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Johnson is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. Oh, sweet feet. Tries to get it clear. Hotspur have reclaimed it. Rice. Johnson. Kolumwani. Brennan Johnson. Kolumwani. Played out to the right. Pedro Porro. Looking for a decent ball in. And that has sent him sprawling.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Odegaard looks to the other side. Calafiori. Rice. Calafiori. Rice. Calafiori. Rice. Saliba. Rice. Saka. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That was very necessary. Nice control. Bissouma, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Danso chooses to go cross-field. Romero. Bissouma. And it's played forward. Palhinha. And here's Kolumwani. Martinelli wins the duel this time. Saka. Calafiori. Incapuyi. Rice. Odegaard. Martinelli. Timber. Saka. Johnson. Romero. Bissouma. 8 forwards. João Palhinha. Van der Ven forwards and with intent. Rice. Saka. It's a pretty loose pass. Bissouma. Udogi. Danso. Van der Ven. Bissouma. Van der Ven gently down. And it's Kudus. Now it's Colomwani. Johnson. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Tries to clear. Bissouma. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Incapuyi. Calafiori. Brennan Johnson. And here's Colomwani. Odegaard concedes a free kick for that. Kudus. Defending of the desperate variety. Martinelli. Calafiori. Rice. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Kudus. Udogi. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It's not taking it long. That's going to be a booking. Enough for the goalkeeper. Saliba. Odegaard. Incapuyi. Calafiori. Played into the middle. That's nice and simple for the keeper. Udogi. Kudus. Colomwani. Rice is the guilty party there. He can get that clear. That's Kudus. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter. And with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for you now.
Decent hit from there. That's really well manoeuvred. Odegaard.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
And here's Martinelli. Colomboani. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Calafiori, over towards the opposite flank. Oh, easy pickings there. And he's fouled it there. He's going to have his name taken. Bissouma. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That's very neat. Plenty waiting in the middle. That is lovely. And that's been well dealt with. Can he finish? Kudus. It's a loose ball. Cleared without complication. Danger averted for now. Pedro Porro. Go for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pedro Porro plays it short. A chance to play it in. He's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Bissouma. And here's Colomboani! Another save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top of the moment.
Saka. Ready.
Udogu.
Romero. Kudus. Johnson. And here's Colomboani. Johnson played out towards the right wing. Oh, that's well done, really robust. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he cuts out the supply. Romero forwards and with intent. João Palhinha. And it's played forward. Van de Ven. Kudus. Brennan Johnson. Kudus. Oh, good spread. Oh, not quite on the same wavelength. Saliba shifted upfield. Saka. Hit into the middle. Keeper has taken decisive action. That's been won straight back. He is just caressing the ball. Odegaard. And here's Martinelli. Van de Ven attempts a clearance. Colomboani. Johnson. And it's Porro. Now, what's he got in mind? Showing good feet. Tries a measured ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Odegaard. Colomboani. Kudus. And here's Johnson. Saka. Odegaard. Timber. Odegaard. It's Timber. Time to deliver. Aimed in towards the centre. Romero. First quarter of an hour gone. João Palhinha. Udogi. Oh, delicate chip through. Saliba is there and he can get that clear. Here's Colomboani.
Colomboani really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Calafiori. Martinelli. Oh, it is over the line. Johnson. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Danso. Kudus. And it's Udogi. Udogi. And here's Colomboani. Oh, it's Johnson. Oh, well cut out. Not much of there at all. João Palhinha. Odegaard wins the duel this time. Saka. Odegaard. Rice. Saka. Rice. Lofted in. Van Van der Ven, aim forwards. Palinha, gently done. Rice. Calafiori. Oh, that's neat. And it's Rice. Odegaard. Rice. Played out wide. Calafiori. Oh, it's played into the area. Pedro Porro. Danso. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Danso. João Palinha. Moved on forwards. Played towards the other side. Bissouma. Aim forwards. Johnson. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Romero forwards and with intent. Martinelli producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Martinelli. And here's Martinelli, crossed into the middle. Danso tries to clear.
The fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Romero gets good distance on it. Capier has it back and can go again. Calafiori looks to the other side. Saliba. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Rice. And it's Rice. Chooses to go back. Odegaard. Martinelli. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Johnson. And it's Kudus. Udogu. Pedro Porro. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. Gabriel. Saka. Rice. Rice chooses to go cross-field. Saka. Martinelli. That is a brilliant interception. Van der Ven. Romero. Ball's gone out of play. Kudus. Bissouma. Danso. And he goes cross-field. Martinelli. And that's aimed into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. That's tidy. Can he deliver? He's having a shot! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Now that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Udogi played over towards the opposite flank. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Martinelli, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Johnson. Romero, and it's played forward. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Calafiori looks to the other side. Timber. And it's Timber. Now here's the delivery. Vicario claims it in safe hands. Bissouma shifted upfield. Now it's Colomboani! The keeper's gone ever so well.
Colomboani is offering a right smile there.
Calafiori. Few waiting for it. He's cut it out. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Kudus. Colomboani. And he's there to get it away. Interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Ødegaard. Timber's cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Rice does well to get it back. Romero forwards and with intent. Martinelli. Great defending, strong and determined. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Bissouma. Now it's Colomboani. Calmly anticipates. Timber shifted upfield. Martinelli. Martinelli. Now it's Colomboani. Incapuyi. Calafiori. Incapuyi. Martinelli. And here's Saka. Saka head out towards the right wing. That's going to go a long way. And played it back swiftly. Timber. Colomboani. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rice. Martinelli. Saka. And that has been clubbed away. Johnson. Udogi. Van de Ven. Romero. Bissouma. Romero. Played towards the other side. Udogi. João Palhinha. Van de Ven. Calafiori. Johnson. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Romero, gently done. Bissouma. Colin Muari. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Colin Muari! And that's caused a worry or two.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
Rice. Calafiori. Calafiori chooses to go cross-field. Udogi. Romero. Johnson. And here's Johnson. And it's Porro. Lovely feet. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's played forward. Saka spread out to the left. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Romero, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Rice. Deflected behind for a corner kick. It's a mighty effort! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Romero. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Romero. Van de Ven. Danso. Kudus. Danso. Udogi. Danso. Bissouma. Van de Ven, aim forwards. Romero. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Johnson. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saka. Timber, and it's lofted through here. That has been knocked clear. Timber is sporting a guilty look after that.
The pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Moved on forwards. Gabriel. Rice. Timber. Martinelli. Timber. Rice. Here's Saka. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Romero. And he goes cross-field. Udogi. And it's Kudus. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. A little off target. Martinelli. Arsenal keep the ball but can't do anything meaningful with it. Bissouma. Brennan Johnson. Calafiori does really well to win the ball there. Martinelli. Timber. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pedro Porro. Van de Ven. Van de Ven forwards and with intent. Calafiori. Oh, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Romero. It's Porro. Crosses it in. Gabriel getting this one clear. Rice. Kudus did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Van de Ven. Romero. Bissouma. And it's played forward. Romero. Udogi. Udogi. Kudus. Udogi. Kudus. Udogi. Udogi charging forward down that flank. Udogi gets a cross in. Rice. Rice. Calafiori. Incapuyi. Calafiori looks to the other side. Timber. It's physical challenge. Martinelli. Rice. And that has been cleared. Calafiori. Rice. Calafiori. Rice. And here's Martinelli. Very nicely done. Udogi. Danso. Udogi. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. That's Johnson. It's Toro. Kudus. He's well positioned. Colomwani! Could be danger here. Nkapuyi. It's really well manoeuvred. Calafiori. Calafiori is on a run down the left wing. That is good defending. It's been repelled. Odegaard wins the duel this time. And reclaimed it in a trice. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Joao Palhinha. Udogi. And here's Kudus. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, smashing header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Colomwani clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Martinelli. Odegaard. Gabriel shifted upfield. Calafiori. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Romero. Johnson. Romero. Bissouma. Joao Palhinha. Udogi. Danso. Danso over towards the opposite flank. Bissouma. Aim forwards. Pedro Porro gently down. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
Calafiori. Martinelli. Joao Palhinha. Van de Ven. And it's played forward. Udogi has created one goal already. And it's Udogi. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once. And he has taken a temporary offence, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Arsenal are down to 10 men. Pedro Porro, up and it goes. Pedro Porro. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Played towards the other side. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Martinelli given the lift of his goal. Decent chance!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Out to the left it goes. Rice producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's Porro. Oh, that's nice. And here's Johnson. Colomwani. And he's going to be pulled back for that one. goalkeeper. Pedro Porro. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Timber. Rice. Martinelli. Chance! And he's heaved it away. Very nicely done. And he shoots! Same again, same outcome.
Arsenal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Danso, and it goes cross-field. Thinks one through, and it's hoisted clear. Pedro Porro. The doggy going full tilt down the left. Timber cuts out the pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Martinelli. Muscular approach does pay off here. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Well, that's well seen too. Van der Beek. Kudus. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Kudus. Well, that's beautifully weighted. It's a promising position. Martinelli. Oh, just skips past his man. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Arsenal are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Snuffed out the danger. Rice. Calafiori chooses to go cross-field. Lovely feet. It's Rice. Colomboani. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And that could set him on his way. Brilliantly cut out. Incapuyi. Martinelli. Rice. Out to the right. That has been cut short. Now it's Colomboani. Martinelli. Pedro Porro. Danso. Udogi. João Palhinha. Martinelli. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Johnson. Pedro Porro. That's a clever-looking ball. Gabriel getting this one clear. Rice. And here's Colomwani. Now it's Kudus. Split-second reaction.
Kudus really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Through, so back it comes. Johnson, lovely bit of skill, and he shoots. Nkapuyi. Brennan Johnson. Romero, Pedro Porro. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Porro. Johnson. Pedro Porro puts the ball in. That's a foul. Rice. And here's Martinelli. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rice. Really well manoeuvred. Johnson. And it's Kudus. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Now it's Kudus. Capie gets rid without sophistication. Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he is shown him a yellow card. And he's got his range wrong there. Calafiori looks to the other side. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. Saka. Made into space out wide. And that's a goal kick. Bissouma moved on forwards. Romero, Danso, Kudus, João Palhinha, Romero, Pedro Porro. So who's he picking out? Pedro Porro tries across. That's been won straight back. And here's Kudus. Martinelli. certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. The keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. Udogi. Danso. Van der Ven. Udogi. João Palhinha. Kudus. Bissouma. Calafiori. Timber. Saka. Timber. Rice. Kudus. Udogi. Van der Ven. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Johnson. Johnson played out towards the right wing. Pedro Porro, that's a delicate pass. Real chance! And the keeper has done it off. Top stop.
I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Pedro Porro moves short. Up he goes! Harmlessly behind. Saliba chooses to go cross-field. Calafiori. Rice. Calafiori. Rice. Calafiori. Rice. Calafiori. Rice. Calafiori. Martinelli. Rice. Saka. Bissouma gets it clear. Bissouma did just about enough to come out on top there. Now the party overly willing to compromise. Brennan Johnson. Calafiori cuts it out. Martinelli. Timber. And here's Saka. It's Rice. Rice. Cross goes in there. Oh, he's there to get rid. It's a throw. Saka. Saka! Great strike. Successfully keeper.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get you back into this game.
der Ven. João Palhinha. Van der Ven. And it's played forward. Colomwani could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get his third. And the way he's gone about this match, he looks very much like he could even end up getting more. He's full of hunger and running.
Pedro Porro. Big chance! He's kicked it out just.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
They've played it short. Bissouma climbs up big! No, he's got that completely wrong. Saliba goes cross-field. Incapuyi. Calafiori. Saka. Rice. Calafiori. Rice. Martinelli. Oh, shooting chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Gets across to intercept that. Rice. Colomwani takes control of enemies on the move. It's Porro. Timber. Saka. Timber. Saka. Martinelli. Colomwani. We expected better, and so did he. Danso. Udogi. Danso. Udogi. Danso gently done. The pass is intercepted. Saka. Played out to the right. That's very neat. That is good. Super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Johnson gently done. And this is gone, presumably for offside. Sends that a long way. The most accurate pass. Johnson. Danso. Kudus. Van der Ven. Danso. Kudus. Kudus. Brennan Johnson. Oh, good spread. Last-ditch defending, but that Johnson! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Johnson probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Moved on forwards. Timber. Rice. Saka played out towards the right wing. Timber's cross. Vicario claims it without any fuss. And it's Kudus. Almost a sixth.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Clearance is short. And he's there to get it away. Done so. Udogi. Brennan Johnson. He is just caressing the ball. Now, who's going to be first to this? He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Udogi. Kudus looking to get on the end of this. That's going to go a long way. Johnson. Here's Colomwani! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Gabriel. Saka. Saka. Rice. And here's Martinelli. Palinia does really well to win the ball there. Colomwani. Played out to the right. Rice. Martinelli. Romero. Udogi. Romero. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Colomwani! surprise, that's a booking.
Sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense. The confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. Just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Calafiori going great guns here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. João Palhinha. Johnson looking to run onto it. Martinelli. Calafiori. There's the header! Gabriel forwards and with intent. Trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
And it's Bissouma. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Corner then. That has been knocked clear. Johnson. Hasty play. Charging forward, the ball at his feet. Saka. Nice physical challenge. This is gone, that's a foul. Spread out to the left. Ah, such a clever touch. Romero gets it without sophistication. Rice. It's Timber. And it's played into the middle. Vicario claims it, and the danger passes. Bissouma. Arsenal look as though they're gearing themselves up for something pretty physical here.
Yeah, I think it's one of those situations where you've got to brace yourself for what's coming. They don't want to get bullied, so I think they need to show their opponents that they're going to stand up to everything that's thrown.
João Palhinha.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Nice touch. Get into the middle. It should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Saka has given away a free kick. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Pedro Porro running with the ball. Johnson. It's really well manoeuvred. Saka. Bissouma wins the duel this time. Driving forward. And it's Porro. Pedro Porro. Johnson providing an outlet on that flank. And that's well seen too. Saka. Timber. Saka. That's a cute ball. That was very necessary. Timber. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Johnson. Romero. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Johnson. And it's Porro. It's a promising run he's making on the right. He whips it across. This has got that foul. Resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It's a mighty effort! Oh, it needed better placement. Towards the other side. Bissouma. Capie shifted upfield. And that's conveyed to a promising move. And here's Colomboani. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro making good progress on the right-hand side. Rice. Saliba. Rice. Saka. Saliba, aim forwards. Saka. Martinelli closing in on goal. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Van der Ven forwards and with intent. Bissouma. Romero. Kudus. Traucalinha. Danso over towards the opposite flank. Johnson. And it's Udogi. Romero. Danso looks to the other side. He's going all the way! Pedro Porro has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. moved on forwards. Rice. And he goes cross-field. Timber. Oh, sweet feet. Arsenal have a free kick. And here's Saka. Martinelli. That's surely a foul, free kick. Disappointing. It's Rice. Martinelli. Purring through the gears. Well read. Danger is averted. Colomboani. Kudus. Colomboani wants it out wide. Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. It had to be. Out of play for a throw. Calafiori. Martinelli. Cleared without complication. Timber. Saka. Timber. Saka. Pedro Porro getting this one clear. Romero does really well to win the ball back. Danger averted for now. Crossing. That's an excellent interception. That is a little undercooked. Martinelli. Pedro Porro. And here's Colomboani. And it's Porro. And that's a Johnson! And he's missed it.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Changing the point of attack. Martinelli, out to the left it goes. Johnson. Great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Great defending, strong and determined. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. That's been easily repelled. Wins the duel this time. Johnson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Van der Ven gently done. And it's Udogi. Udogi, oh, it's played into the area.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support, and the chances going to beg him.
Calafiori played towards the other side. Danso. Palhinha. Romero. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Danso. Palhinha. And it's played forward. Kudus. Udogi. Showing good feet. Rice gets it away. Martinelli. Rice chooses to go cross-field. Saka proves too strong. And it's Kudus. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Good play on the right, he's driving forward. Udogi. Now it's Johnson. Pedro Porro. And here's Colomwani.
Colomwani really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Towards the opposite flank. Saka. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kudus. Danso. Romero. It's really well manoeuvred. Bissouma. Udogi. Here's Colomwani. Colomwani! Oh, the ball's... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Johnson's cross. And Palhinha. He seats it in a good position here. Is Rice. Van der Ven gets good distance on it. And it's Timber. Palhinha wins the duel this time. Udogi looking to hit the byline here. So who's he picking out? Johnson. Rice did just about enough to come out on top there. Now the party overly willing to compromise. Saka. And he's heaved it away and claimed it back swiftly. Udogi clears it away. Martinelli looking here to chip it through. And that is going out for a goal kick. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. And it's Porro. And here's Johnson. Played out wide. Pedro Porro. Time to deliver. And here's Kolomuani. Martinelli. It's an exciting looking ball that. Timber. Martinelli. Rice. And they've got rid. It's Timber. They're not going to make any further progress now. Rice. Over to the left. And he's got his cross in. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Kolomuani. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Romero. Bissouma. Danso. Udogu. Danso. Udogu. Danso. João Palhinha. Van der Ven shifted upfield. Danso. Udogu. Van der Ven. Van der Ven gently down. Saka. Kolomuani. Capie cuts out the pass. Pedro Porro. And it's Kudus. Great defending, strong and determined. Timber, aim forwards. Saka. Bissouma does really well to win the ball there. João Palhinha. Romero. Bissouma. Romero. Van der Ven. Johnson. Kudus. Udogu. And here's Kolomuani. Out to the right. Bissouma. And here's Johnson. And here's Kudus. Kudus! And the ball's come loose here. Plenty waiting in the middle. And he thumps it clear. What a throw in. That's a poor throw back, picked off with relative ease. Saka. Martinelli. Saka. That's a good Martinelli! It's anyone's ball now.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Moved on forwards. Calafiori gets over and intercepts, and it's played forward. Saka. Kudus. Laid out to the left flank. Joao Palhinha. Udogi. Kudus. Calafiori. Incapuyi. Oh, can he get onto this? Timber. Saka. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Martinelli. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bissouma. Van de Beek. That's really well manoeuvred. Johnson laid out towards the right wing. Can he deliver? Oh, that's neat. Pedro Porro, and that's aimed into the middle. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's Kudus. Oh, there's another goal! He can get that clear. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Played out to the right. Saka. Aimed in towards the centre. Johnson. Can he spark a counter here? Joao Palhinha. He is through here. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rice forwards and with intent. He's pulled him up for that challenge. Saka! Martinelli. Great defending, strong and determined. Kudus defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Johnson wins the duel this time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's really well manoeuvred. Johnson. Run down the left-hand side. Oh, great run, magical! And he has been fouled there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Tries to get it clear. Brennan Johnson. cleared. Pedro Porro. Played into the middle. Gabriel attempts a clearance. Bissouma. Well, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's in! Oh, it's right.
It's almost like you had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Saliba shifted upfield. Calafiori drives forward on the overlap. That's an excellent interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Kudus. Kudus shoots it through. Gabriel can get it clear.
Tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake today. Shot it goal!
Done so. Udogi. Palhinha. Van der Ven, Chinklido. Saka. Rice. Calafiori. Defence just about came out on top. They were certainly tested. Udogi. Van der Ven. Johnson. Towards the flank. Udogi. He's in a great position here. Kudus. And the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
It's a good put in there. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Just too much of him. Saliba looks to the other side. Calafiori. Saka. In with the challenge. Palhinha with the foul. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Clear away. Johnson. Kudus. It's a nicely shaped ball. Rice with the slide tackle there. Crossfield. That's surely a foul, free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Header. Decent chance, that is a fine delivery. Bissouma. Romero. Bissouma, Van der Beek, moved on forwards. Brennan Johnson, oh, good spread. Kudus. That's very neat. Udogie goes on a charge down the left. Udogie puts a cross in. Rice, Calafiori, Martinelli, searching passes played there. That'll be a throw-in. Colomwani was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Changing the point of attack. He's disappointed with that. Pedro Porro. Kudus. Brennan Johnson. Colomwani. Kudus. Over to the left. Decent progress down the left. Swings it across. Gabriel attempts a clearance. Saliba aimed forwards. Martinelli. Colomwani. Kudus. Bissouma chooses to go cross-field. And it's Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Saka. Now it's Colomwani. Kudus! Terrific save.
Kudus really felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him.
Played towards the other side. Timber. nicely done. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Kudus. Doggy. Caresses it through. They've been given a corner. Oh, what a try! Rice. Calafiori chooses to go cross-field. Saka. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Johnson looking for a runner. Can he latch on to this? Kudus. Saka. Saka has played it long. Van der Ven for Royton with intent. Played out to the right. Johnson. Colomwani. So Colomwani! He's put it wide.
Colomwani really was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Saka. Not Martinelli. Nice control. And that has been cleared. Arsenal have reclaimed it. Fury. And it's Timber. Saka. Kudus. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Johnson in acres of space out wide. Johnson. He's cut it out. Saliba. Timber. Saka. It's Timber. Cross goes in there. It's played by the keeper. Rice. Saka. Martinelli. Nicely intercepted. Johnson. Good running with the ball. And it's Kudus. Calafiori wins the duel this time. Kudus. Ambitious ball here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. messing about, just bludgeoned away. 5 minutes left on the clock. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Calafiori. Martinelli. Rice. Martinelli. He's in a good position here. Colin Kudus. Out to the left it goes. The doggy picks it up now, and he's managed to get free. Great defending, strong and determined. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Really well manoeuvred, driving on and making good progress. And there's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
Clearly not happy with that. Oh, it's come loose. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Colin Martinelli. Rice shifted upfield. That's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Doggy. It's Kudus. That's Johnson. Johnson played out towards the right wing. And it's hoisted clear. Moved on forwards. Good running, strong and purposeful. Martinelli. Now who's going to be first to this? Pedro Porro trying to keep this in. Done so, and it's played forward. That's a good run down the left. Kudus. Now it's Johnson. Clipped into space. And a reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Stop it going out. He's in here. Kudus. Oh, it's come loose. The doggy gets a cross in. Gabriel gets it without sophistication. Oh, that's a nice ball. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Calafiori did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Saka. Now then, the ball's come loose. Johnson. Colin Udogi. Done so. Romero. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Rice does really well to win the ball there. Martinelli. Timber. Timber forwards and with intent. Van der Ven, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. João Palhinha. Kudus. Now it's Johnson. Now it's Porro. That's good play. Bissouma. Gets it away. Pedro Porro. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Pedro Porro has got himself a free kick. Saliba getting this one clear. João Palhinha. Bissouma could try cutting. Climbs up big! Saka. Timber aim forward. Saka. And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic...